Hi everybody, welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button you see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also a bell that's beside that subscribe button, and I always recommend that you press it. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will send you one email notifying you that I just uploaded a brand new video. You will see in your inbox the picture and the title of the video, and if you press on the picture, it acts like a shortcut and it takes you directly to the video. It's something I use and I enjoy, and I always want to make sure that you guys know about it as well, because I do upload a lot and sometimes my videos are time sensitive. So make sure you subscribe and press that bell, and then you'll be in the know. Also in that area, there is a thumbs up button. This is really important on the YouTube platform for the growth of a YouTuber. So if you're enjoying my content, I would appreciate if you take a second, just go right underneath this video, you'll see a thumbs up. You press it, it will turn blue, and the number will increase. And I'm thanking you in advance for doing that for me, because that will help me on my growth on this journey on YouTube, because then YouTube takes my videos and puts it in front of others who just haven't had the opportunity to meet me yet, but they do enjoy this type of content. So thank you. All right, today we are going to be going through what I received in my Boxycharm add-on order number 2. This ended up happening, we did the first order on the day that we did it, and then when I filmed for you guys what the add-ons were all about and how I go about choosing them and the filters and all that, I saw some things that I was like hesitating to buy and not to buy, and then finally I said, you know what, I'm going to get them, because there's a possibility in my Luxe, which I didn't receive yet at the time. I wanted to make sure that I got something in it. So if I ended up with a duplicate, it was only $6, but I knew I was getting it for sure. Like I've mentioned before, I really wish they would do these add-ons and these pop-ups after we've received our boxes. So if majority of us can get our boxes by the 3rd week, then that's when I think the pop-up should be. The fact that the pop-up is in the 2nd week, a lot of us still haven't received our boxes yet. So it's kind of hard to purchase if you think you're possibly going to get it, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's my opinion on that. So let's go through what my second choices were. I will leave my first pop-up, which were my definites that I wanted to get. There were some things in the pop-up that I thought were going to be there that weren't. Keeping my fingers crossed that maybe down the road they will be, but these were ones that I've seen before in the pop-up. One was one that I saw someone else unbox and I was interested in, and then let's go through them one at a time and I'll tell you the stories as we go. I also received one thing damaged, and I'll tell you how I handled it and then how they handled it back. It comes in this plain box, so you really don't know that it's Boxycharm. And if you're familiar with my channel, I have a company with my brother called Improving Lifestyles, and anything that comes in a brown box, I really don't look at it until the end of the day, because we get a lot of stuff in brown boxes, samples, and potential products and things like that. But when it comes in the blacks and the pinks and the purples, that goes into an area that whenever I get a break during the day, I run to check and see what it's all about. So this didn't get opened up till later on in the day, but it still was in the same day. So I know that the damage happened on one of the products when it was delivered, because on the outside of the box, it was a little bit crushed, but not enough for one product out of a bunch to get damaged. So the first item that I chose for myself is from MAC. And whenever I see the MAC products, I grab them. They're $4. Normally, when I was buying a MAC lipstick retail, they were $19. They're still $19. I think at one point they were $17 and they went up to $19. But even during the Christmas holiday, when they give you a whole set of these products, you could never get them down to that $4 price. So I'm always excited to replenish or to start some new products, and this is going to be new. This is their Cremesheen lipstick, and this one is called On Hold. This is what it looks like here. I'm going to open her up and I'm going to swatch it for you. And all that's marked on here that was in their description was that MAC Lipsticks is an iconic product that made MAC famous. It is a creamy, balmy formula, and it has a comforting feel, medium buildable coverage, and a semi-gloss finish. It's one of my favorites of theirs, that because it goes on creamy and it has a bit of a gloss to it, so you can wear this totally on its own. Just stunning. And that one is called On Hold. The next one that I picked up was another one from the MAC They had 2 as an option, and it's so hard in those little squares to know what the color is going to be. This one is called Sweet Sakura, and this one is a beautiful, beautiful bright red. So I'm going to put that one right beside it here so you guys can see them back to back. And what's really nice about these, look how stunning the color payoff. And I literally just went twice, but if I go once, you do get like almost a sheer wash of color, but it's stunning. And they're so creamy and moisturizing, and they stay in place, they don't bleed. I just really enjoy it. And MAC lipsticks for $4, even if you're looking to get gifts, I think anybody would be happy to receive a MAC lipstick. The next one was the one that got a little damaged, and this is from Dose of Colors. This is a brand that totally impresses me, and every product that I've had the opportunity to purchase and enjoy, I have. And now I think on one of the most recent ones, we got an opportunity to choose a concealer from them, and I think I did. I just, anything Dose of Colors, I'm first in line to grab it. But as you can see here, when I opened up, I cleaned it up as best I could, but when you open up a box and you see anything like this type on the outside, that it looks like powder, and you can see inside the box, it's inside there, you know that there's going to be a problem. So this is what this one looks like here. It's called Block Party. I pressed it down the best I could because, and then I'll tell you how I wrote to them and how I handled it. So let me just see if I can open this without causing a bit of a mess. So yeah, it's really bad. So that's that here. So I'll take my finger just on the top of it, and then I'm going to close it so we could at least see what the color is. So if you're interested in the future, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to press it down better. I tried my best, but it automatically popped right back up. So I'm going to put it down here. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It's right there. Really pretty. So to me, this could be used as a highlighter. This could be used on the center of the eye. I find Dose of Colors is a fantastic middle range brand that everything, I think she initially started as an influencer. I know she works very closely with 2 girls that are, I think, became best friends through being influencers, Desi and Katie, who are so much fun to watch. They do collaborations with them. I purchased all those, but like I said, I'm impressed with this brand. But what ended up happening was, and how you deal with a problem like this, is you have to have the label on the box. You take a picture of the label on the box with the damaged product underneath. I went through the Boxycharm bot, which is, I guess, an automated system. And it says, you know, why are you reaching out? I wrote, you know, damaged. Then it answered back. Everything was through the bot. And then finally, at the end, they said that an agent will get in touch with me. Literally, maybe 2 seconds later, I received an email from an agent called Christina A. And she was from Boxycharm Support. She asked me to forward the picture of the attachment with the damage on it, which I did. I forwarded that to her. She then in turn wrote me back, thank you so much. And everything happened literally within a 5 to 10 minute period. Thank you so much for following up with us. We greatly appreciate the photo provided. As much as we would like to offer you a replacement, unfortunately, we no longer have the Dose of Colors Block Party Single Shadow in Shall We Dance in stock. We will be unable to offer a replacement. We went ahead and refunded the full value that you paid, which was $6.42. You should see the refunds reflected within 7 to 10 days, depending on your bank. We really hope that we can charm you next time. Please let us know if there's any other questions, and have a charmed day. So this was a $20 item that I got for $6, but it was damaged. So, you know, that's the luck. So hopefully I'll be able to press it. You know, some other companies want the damaged product back, so I'm going to see if I could savor it at all, but they did credit me the $6 that I paid for it. The next item was one that I saw in other people's boxes, and I said, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot because it was a company I didn't know. And as you know, on my channel, what I like to do is I like to test the products, know about the products. So when the add-ons happen or the pop-ups happen, or it ends up becoming a choice, I could tell you a little bit more about the product. Even if it's not in my colors or whatever, I will test the products. So I could say to you, you know, this CC cream wore this way on me, it was good, I recommend it. Or this CC for, you know, a combo girl like me didn't, or whatever. It doesn't matter about the colors so much for me. I'm not trying to build a cosmetic wardrobe. I have, you know, way more than I can enjoy. But I want to make sure to be able to give you guys the reviews so that when you guys spend your dollars like I used to, I reach out on YouTube to find out that information. So that's what I try to do. So this is called Phase Zero. This is a UK brand. I went on their website to see any more about us, and it really didn't give me any more information about them except that they're a UK brand and that they're cruelty free. The item that I got, like I said, is called Phase Zero. It looks like this. It's a try, which I absolutely love. Safety shield inside, which I tell you guys always to keep, because otherwise the shadow will end up on the mirror and then the mirror becomes of no use. These are the 3 shades that are in here. I love this when I go traveling. I love having a bronzer, I love having a coral, and I love having a pinky tone as my blush options. If there was one more, if it was a 4 and it had a highlighter, this would be out of the park. But right now, this is what I love to travel with. These, I used to, like I say, quads, but this trio I think is absolutely fantastic color-wise. So I'm gonna do some swatches of this so you guys can see about this. I ended up paying $6 for this, and this is $42, and it is that price from when I checked. So that's what they said it is, and that's what it is. They feel very, very nice. This is what the 3 colors look like. Okay, when I'm putting it on my hand, the first one came out very powdery. I'm going to show it, and then I'm going to, do you see how the powder came down? I'm just going to push that in. Usually I don't have kick up like that when I do finger swatches, but I always tap, and as you know with me, I do everything over a sink. I have a mirror that has magnification, and that's how I do my makeup because of all the years of traveling. But they're coming across very, very light. So I'm going to try to get a little more on the bronzer one, so at least I can show you what the colors look like, because you can always build up. So those are what the 3 shades look like. I'm going to do a little more on the middle guy, because that is a beautiful, beautiful color. It just needs a little bit more. There we go. And hopefully the camera's picking up. So that bronze, to me, I would use more as a contour. It's got a grayish tone to it, and that's what I like to use for contour. It's not warm enough for me for how I like to wear my bronzers, but the other colors are all beautiful. All right, that's this here. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe my fingers. The next item was the one that I was hesitant to get, and it ended up being a win for me. I didn't, like I said at the beginning, I didn't get my, my Luxe box yet, and if you're going on in the add-ons, you would see in the little corner, it will say, this is possibly going to be in your Luxe, but because there's so many variations, you don't know if it's going to be in your Luxe or my Luxe. So this was a brand that really has impressed me too. It's Persona, also an influencer that I used to watch a lot when I lived in Canada. I went through a transition period of when we sold our business to then deciding to live here full-time in the US. And I had a lot of time to be able to I had YouTube time, let's put it that way. So I got introduced to YouTube, I started watching things, and this was one of the influencers, I don't know her name off the top of my head, that I started to watch. And when she came out with an eyeshadow palette when I moved to the States, it was one of the, I think, the first influencer palettes that I ended up getting, and I really, really enjoyed it. I find when influencers create their own brand, not so much the collab will usually know who the company is, you know, and then they're working with that, you know, to help promote the brand. But when they take the time and the money to develop their own, and they're going to put their name on it, I know with us, when it's our business and it's our, you know, brand, we always go that extra level to make sure that the reputation of it is going to be, you know, the highest that it can be. And then you want to make sure that you can hit the price points that, you know, don't put you a little bit out there. So when you're a smaller brand, everything costs a little bit more, but as you grow as a business, your costs go down. But I find her quality of her products are great. So when I saw a Persona in here, I wanted to grab as much as I could. So with that said, this is her lip gloss. The one that I ended up purchasing in the add-ons is the one that was called Honey. There were 2, and I took my other one out here to share it with you so you guys could see the differences of the colors. This one is in Honey, and the other one that came in my box is called Toffee. And this was the color that I wanted, but I was hesitant because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it in my box, and I ended up with a second color. So that ended up working, and I was afraid this one was going to be too dark for me, that Boxycharm chose for me, but they go on really, really pretty. So I'm going to swatch them both so you'll be able to see both of them. But so if it shows up again in the pop-up, you'll be able to make that decision of which color you want. I ended up paying $6 for the one in the pop-up. This is $16 on her website. It is her Season 1 lip gloss, it's called. The product description on this is, remember the first time you wore a lip gloss and how it made you feel? It's sultry, effortless, and instantly refreshed. We took the magic feeling of a gloss, eliminated the tacky, the glittery, the gluiness, and added nourishing oils to create a comfortable, high shine formula you can actually want to wear. It says apply on bare exfoliated lips or layer over your favorite lipstick for that luminous, glassy finish that will make your lips instantly appear fuller. And then she says a pro tip is to rub your lips together to activate the oils in the formula for an ultimate comfort. So it's exactly how I use them. I use them alone, or I use them in the middle of my lip if I'm wearing a drier lipstick. But I'm a gloss girl. I've always been a gloss girl. And this is what this looks like here. And yeah, the color is stunning. And it goes on really, really smoothly. The paddle of the wand, I'm going to show you again on the other one, is really, really nice. It's very similar to the one I'm used to with Anastasia. So if you know that wand, you know, ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, it has the flex to it. So it's comfortable and it's flat on both sides. So you're picking up, you don't have to go in twice. You can go in once and do your whole lip. And then if you want to make it a little bit, you know, more, then go in a second time. But you really can get everything you want on these type of paddles. And like I said, it coats the paddle on both sides. So it's ironic. The one that looks a little bit darker is coming across a little bit lighter. So that's that one there. So it's just got more of a berry tone to it as opposed to that nudie brown tone. So really, really happy that now that I own both. So that's everything that I got in my box. Plus, you know, how I handled the situation when something did come damaged. I'm very impressed with how quickly they handled it. I am disappointed that they don't have any left, but with the add-ons, everything goes so quick. So the fact that we even have the opportunity to get a dose of colors or a MAC lipstick for $4, or a brand that maybe you're not familiar with, but you've heard a lot of good things about for $6 for a lip gloss, you're paying less than drugstore prices for prestigious brands, or you're simply being introduced to a new brand that you just didn't get in your box. So once again, everybody, that's everything that I received in my Boxycharm add-on that I received in September of 2020, and that's it. So as always, I appreciate that you guys take any time out of your day that you choose to spend it with me here, so thank you. But during this time, it's still very important that everybody continues to stay safe and stay well, and I'll see you all in my next video. And like I said, I will link down below the Boxycharm add-ons on the first one so that you guys will know those items if you missed that video. All right, take care, and bye-bye for now.